Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to review for you the Wisdom Seekers Tarot, Cards and Techniques for Self-Discovery and Positive Change by David Fontana. Okay, so this is a drawer type box. You pull the string, you pull the ribbon and the drawer comes out. At least that's the way it's supposed to be. So, okay, that's a little hard. But anyway, that's okay. Not a deal breaker. So here's what the sides look like. This is published by Watkins. I actually found this at Half Price Books, and I got it for $9.89. It was $10.99 half price. And then I have my 10% discount card for being a teacher. And so this one is regular $26.95 in the US, $28.95 in Canada, $19.95 in the UK, and it was published in 2017 by Watkins Publishing. And it says, embark on an extraordinary journey of self-discovery and positive change with this classic tarot deck. Each card features an inspiring illustration that makes the underlying tarot symbolism easy to grasp. There's also a helpful guidebook by David Fontana, whose twin perspectives as tarot expert and psychologist make this deck the most useful and approachable yet. He explains how tarot symbols can be keys to understanding the instinctive patterns of thought and behavior that are normally inaccessible to our conscious minds, but which determine who we are and what we can become. The guidebook includes a profile of each card as well as traditional layouts to guide you on your journey. All right, so I'm trying to determine here who the artist is. Well, let's look inside and see. Maybe David Fontana is the artist as well. All right, so this, I think maybe a different placement of this ribbon would have been more helpful, but anyway, it's still nice. I like the colors. Reminds me of fall, which I hope will hurry up and get here. All right, so here it is. The book is a matte finish, soft cover book. Let's take a look again. Watkins Publishing. So maybe David Fontana. It says artwork, copyright at Watkins Media Limited. So I don't think David Fontana is the artist. If I find out more about that, I will let you know. All right, so we have table of contents, introduction. I like that the pictures in the book are in color of the cards, a history of the tarot, a world of symbols, getting started, working with the tarot, the major arcana, the Fool's Journey, and then for each major arcana card, it looks like there's one page with a small color picture of the card, the title of the card, and then the meaning. I'm not seeing reversed meanings here, but we will double check, and I'll do a one card reading at the end so you can see how the guidebook's written. I always feel like that's super important, and it sounds like this guidebook's going to be really, really interesting. So we'll find out when we read. We'll pull a card at the end and see what Spirit wants to tell you through this deck. All right, so then we have the minor arcana, and it looks like it's just talking generally about it here. Then it talks about the aces, the twos. Okay, so it is two of one. It talks about each ace in this 2 pages. It shows a picture of each one, and then it talks about each two, the twos in general, and then each individual two, and the threes, and so on. And I'm noticing a color type of, it looks like the wands are kind of oranges, cups are blues, swords are yellowish, goldish, and then the pentacles are greens. Okay, and then the 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. I just want to see what they do with the court cards. Okay, then it has a section about the court cards. And for each of the wands, it's it talks about the princess, the prince, the king and queen, then cups, and so on. And it gives keywords for each one. And then it talks about all of the princesses, all of the princes, the queens. I love the artwork, the kings. And then it talks about readings and layouts. And it gives some, the 7-card horseshoe, the Celtic cross, the tree of life, and then further reading. So maybe if you'd like, let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see any of these spreads, a video on any of those spreads. All right, so that is the guidebook. And then we have a nice insert here for the cards. I like the way that's done. Okay, so the cards are glossy finish. You can see the shine. They are medium weight, and I'm not super impressed with the back. I mean, it's kind of like, you can see the texture of the orange, but I would have liked to see more of a design on the back, but that's just me. And again, it's not a deal breaker. So each card, because I like the artwork on the front of the cards, each card has a white border with a black line around the artwork, and then there's a banner type piece at the bottom where the title of the card and the number of the card is. And I think that's for everything, yes. All right, so let's take a look at the cards, and then we'll do a 1-card reading so you can see how the book's written. All right, the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, and Judgment, and the World. I really like the artwork. Okay, so we have Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and these cards are very Pip-ish. It doesn't look like there are any human figures in them until you get to the court cards. They do have some illustration, so I'd say they are a bit Pip-ish though. 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Princess of Wands, Prince of Wands, Queen of Wands, and King of Wands. Okay, and then, yes, and those are all like fire colors. The Wands cards are all like oranges and yellows and golds. And then we have the cups. So we have Ace of Cups, and again, this is all blues and greens and watery colors. 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's really like there are no meanings as far as like, if I looked at this, I would not get the 5 of Cups meaning from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck from this card. So there's that. 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, or Princess of Cups, I'm sorry. Prince of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. And of course the princesses are the pages and the princes are the knights. Okay, then we have Ace of Swords, and the swords are golds and yellows. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Princess of Swords, Prince of Swords, Queen of Swords, and King of Swords. And then we have the Pentacles, which are in greens and golds, pretty much. We have Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Now, as a pip deck, it really is pretty, but again, there's no way to really assign the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings to the pictures on the minor arcana, because they don't really tell a story. They're decorative and pretty and nice colors, but you can't really get the meanings from the pictures. And that's fine. If you like that, that's fine. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. I'm at a point right now where I can read them, but new people might not be able to. Princess of Pentacles, Prince of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. All right, so let's see how they shuffle. And then we'll do a 1-card reading to see how the book's written. I'm interested to see this, how the book's written. All right, so all right, well, they seem a little longer than a typical deck. I'm not sure if they are or if this is my, let me check. Let me grab one of my standard cards. Either that or my fingers are feeling particularly arthritic today, which is a possibility. Okay, so it looks like the size is a bit different. The length is the same, but they're actually a little narrower than my Radiant Rider-Waite-Smith deck. All right, but they do shuffle well. They don't stick together, so my fingers are just short. All right, so that was shuffler error. They're not particularly slippery or anything. All right, so let's see what Spirit might want to say to you through this deck, and we can also see how the book is written. All right, Spirit, what message do you have for the viewer today? What do they need to think about or keep in mind or pay attention to? What does the viewer need to think about today? It is the Judgment card, and there it is. Judgment. All right, let's see. I'll set it up high so you can see it a bit better while I read the meaning. All right, so number 20 might have a meaning for you today, or 2 even. Okay, this is what it says. To the medieval mind at the time of the emergence of the tarot, the threat of eternal damnation was very real. This is why the Judgment card traditionally depicts the day when, according to the Bible, the Archangel Michael will sound his trumpet to call the naked figures of the dead to rise from their graves and go before the throne of the Almighty to be rewarded or punished, period. Rewarded or punished. In the symbolism of the tarot, Judgment is not concerned with either eternal damnation or heavenly bliss, but instead with identifying in ourselves the lessons learned not only from our journey through the major arcana, but through our life from the cradle onward. Hence, Judgment is less about guilt and more about self-knowledge. When you work with this card, ask yourself, What actions that I have taken do I now recognize as having been not only against the divine will, but against the well-being of others and ultimately against myself? But do not judge yourself too harshly, for spiritual wisdom requires compassion. That's interesting. Okay, do you know what? I feel like we need, I did not from that get a clear idea of how the book is written. So let me read one more for you. Spirit, what other message? Do you have another message for the viewer today? Okay, Two of Cups. All right, there you go. In traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery, Two of Cups is a card of partnership, of love. So let's see what this Two of Cups says. Okay, so twos, it says here, the number 2 represents the first divergence from unity, represented by the number 1. As such, it marks the first opportunity for diversity and conflict. On the other hand, it also represents the first flowering of the creative principle. As stated in Hinduism, the 1 must first give the rise to the 2 before the manifest world can come into being. 2 is therefore a symbol of fertility for male and female, and also for that part of ourselves that enables us to turn and look at ourselves, allowing for self-reflection and ultimately self-consciousness. In the tarot, the Two of Cups expresses the principle most fully. A cup has both an outer form and an inner space that the form encloses. The duality of form and space is essential to its nature and allows the cup to symbolize another duality, that of being the only suit that is able to both give and to receive from the outer world. Okay, and then it contrasts the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords with that. All right, well, that is how the book is written. I guess I can read a little more of this. That's not exactly about the Two of Cups, but it's about the twos. And it says, by contrast, both the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords represent the potential for conflict of ideas in the case of swords, and of physical forces. By contrast, both the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords represent the potential for conflict of ideas in the case of Wands and of physical forces in that of the Swords. However, conflict is not necessarily destructive. Much depends upon the motivation behind it. Is it a genuine desire for clarification and necessary progress, or one for greed and self-aggrandizement? The Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, therefore, encourage us to consider what desires prompt our own actions, positive or negative. The Two of Pentacles, on the other hand, denotes equilibrium and harmony. Everything, financial or otherwise, is in balance and needs to be kept in balance. Paradoxically, it also reminds us that balance does not always mean we should receive as much as we give. There are indeed times when it's more blessed to give than to take. A further caution conveyed by all the twos can be expressed by the Buddhist teaching: when the opposites arise, the Buddha or the enlightened mind is lost. Thus, we should be aware of too much polarized either or thinking and instead seek the middle way of both and. All right, so that is, this is really a different way of looking at it. All the threes are grouped together, all the sixes and sevens, and it will say something about each individual, 2 or 3 or whatever number it is, but they're all lumped as one. So I think whether you get this deck or not will probably depend on whether you like that setup there, that idea of how the book's written. All right, friends, I want to thank you for being with me. I appreciate you so much. That was my review of the Wisdom Seekers Tarot, again from 2017 by David Fontana, published by Watkins Publishing. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, it's completely free for you, and it helps me out a lot. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.